What's up? This is me, Michael. I'm here in 1997, here to give you guys a brand new review of, not the WiiU gamepad, no. Instead, I'm giving you a review of Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. It's finally here. The review's here. I got this game on release date. I've been playing it ever since, and holy crap, is it just fun. Now, the thing about Nintendo is that I feel like they never get a chance to really do spin-offs or experiment too much. I mean, they did a great job, in my personal opinion, with Hyrule Warriors earlier, like a few months ago. And I really thought that game was a really good game. And that's a great idea of actually starting off this type of idea of experimenting with your franchise, expanding it, making more spin-offs. So I kind of appreciated the idea of this. So and then when they announced Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, I was one of those who was skeptical, you know, for personal reasons. You know, for the fact that it's like a Mario universe, but with no Mario in it. I was like one of those skeptical guys, but then the more I saw of it, the more footage I saw of it, the more I actually got into it, and the more I actually liked it. And then when the game came out, it was announced for a $40 price tag. So, does it live up to the game? Does it live up to the story? Does it live up to anything? Oh yeah, it does. Of course. Now, the idea of Captain Toad is that it's basically an expansion of basically what this game had, Super Mario 3D World. Now, what this game had was a little mode where you played as Captain Toad, a treasure tracker, who would basically do these platforming sections when you would have to turn the gamepad in a gyroscope form. These platform puzzles were in the game in Super Mario 3D World, and they were fun as an expansion to get more stars to proceed through the game. And basically, Nintendo basically expanded this to 70 levels, or maybe even more, in this little package for $40, you know? And that's what I love about the game. So let's get into the game itself. So story is really simple. It's a simple Mario story, Nintendo story. So basically, this is actually takes place before the introduction of Super Mario 3D World. Actually, you basically play as Captain Toad, and the game doesn't even have a start game. It starts as soon like that. As soon as you put in the disc, there's a loading screen, starts you into the first level. First level involves you playing as Captain Toad and your partner Toadette, and you do little platforming, like climbing and puzzle moving to find a power star. But when you find a power star, basically Toadette gets kidnapped, or not really kidnapped, but basically gets grabbed or gets taken by an evil big bird called WiiU, who basically loves shiny things. And this basically involves Captain Toad, the cowardly Toad Mushroom Man, to basically save her. You know, basically save the woman, basically the damsel in distress in this situation. Well, she isn't really, but he basically has to save her, and even though he's a little cowardly and lazy, but he has to do the job. And basically that just keeps the story moving forward. And there's not too much of a big story. I mean, it's Nintendo. I mean, it's like the Mario series, it's like the same thing over and over. But I'm fine with it as it's like we're not the red plumber anymore. We're a little mushroom. He basically can't jump. Exactly, I said it. He can't jump, so you gotta get used to it. And there's basically 3 books in the game. I'm gonna show you that right now. There's actually 3 books in this game, plus a bonus book if you played Super Mario 3D World. Now the first book, first episode, which is basically book 1, episode 1, basically starts you off with the Kings. Basically learn how to use the controls. Basically learn how to use the gyroscope, how to learn to realize that you can't jump in this game, so you gotta get used to this stuff real quickly. And it's basically really fun to do. And every book, books in there ends up with either a boss fight or a really long platforming puzzle that really goes higher and higher. And what's cool about this is that every level is unique. Never once did I feel like I was playing the same level twice. Unless I was playing the exact same level twice, though. Everything felt just so unique about it. I mean, the game looks great to boot. It's a great looking game. For those graphic cores out there, it looks great in its 1080p visual quality. It's 60 frames per second. It looks beautiful. It's at times just downright gorgeous to look at, and it just really got fun to play. It just brings it back to like one of those games that just like really just like it wasn't too expensive, but it was the perfect price tag for it. So let's get back into gameplay. Basically, the level design in this game is outstanding. Even though it's like small levels, like you see here, it's really like small levels, but they add so much stuff into these these small little areas that they never feel too short or too small. The first episode basically starts off with little training wheels, little by little, and then every episode you play, they take the training wheels off, and they basically allow you to explore and do things on your own. And that's kind of cool. I always like that. I like the fact that this game doesn't, while it can't give you a cold start without telling you anything, it kind of allows you to really learn the controls by basically having these big areas and walking around them. And that's kind of cool for the game. And the controls in this game are actually really simple. You basically have the walking around thing, and there's even a running animation. Well, it's not really running; it's like a power walk for Toad because he's so. Like his mushroom head is big, and he has like a small, cute little body. And when he runs, the little clouds of dust follow behind his feet, which is so cute at times. It's just amazing. And you also have you can also pick up items, which is basically like turn ups. You can pick up a key, pick up certain enemies like sprouts that come out of the ground. Press it by pressing the ZR button right here. Yeah, it basically does this noise. It does that noise. That means you can grab enemies. You can even run from them pressing either the A button, the B button, the ZR button, like any other button except the Y button, because the Y button actually turns on and off your flashlight, and the X button actually zooms in the camera right in front of Toad or around Toad. So in those situations where you can't really see Toad, you press the X button, you can zoom in front of him, and you basically get a good camera view for Toad, and that really does help out. However, a lot of people actually been complaining about the fact that the gyroscope is always on no matter what, and I feel like it's not that big of a deal. I never had any issues with it. Everyone's like, oh no, I couldn't play it because if I did this, the game would break apart. Oh no! It's the end of the world. No, it's not. It's not that big of a deal. But why? Because when I played it, I basically played with the gamepad looking down like this. I didn't do this unless I really wanted to play like that. I played with it really simple. If I wanted to move it slightly, I did this. Or if I didn't want to move it at all, I used the analog stick. It's that simple. However, there are some flaws with messages and notifications. For some reason, when messages and notifications play, when you're on off TV mode, which is never, notifications and messages will come in front of everything you're doing. So let's just say you're on like episode 3, and you're doing like this really intense level. You have to run, you have to pick up an item, you have to blow into the mic to like a floating device come to you, and then a message comes right in front of you to make you spin a wheel around. It's hard to really see what you're doing because then people will shoot like fire missing bullet bills targeting at you. It's really intense, and I feel like that if you're really gonna play that, you may have to have perfect precision. Unless you can play with what other people do is basically like look at the TV and use the gamepad as like an assistance model. That's what. But I got over it real quickly because I got used to it. However, there are some flaws with the entire system entirely. For example, the UI user interface is a little cheap at times. For example, there's books. The books, like I said, right? Now, this is all fine, but there's problems with it. For example, why can't I see the optional objectives before I start the level? Why do I have to complete the level one time, and then I have to go back to it just to find what the optional objective was, or if I even did it in the first place? Huh? That's weird. It kind of hurts this game just a slight bit, but these problems never hurt it enough to really do that much damage to the game. All these problems are just like meta problems, like they're way problems, And it never hurt the game overall. And then the game actually does a twist. After you beat the episode 1, you basically play the entire episode 2 as Toadette, as they basically do the switchy thing, the reverse, when instead of Toadette getting captured, Toad gets captured. And it's up to you to play as the big mushroom girl, not the big mushroom girl, but Toadette, the same size as Toad, to basically save Toad, basically. And it's kind of a cool feeling that the channel basically gave you a feeling of being empowered as a female, which is awesome. Boss battles which happen every once in a while, like there's Wingo you fight in the boss battle, of course, he's the big bad guy. And then there's certain enemies like the Dragoon, which he'll show up not frequently, but every once in a while to mess with you and do these awesome platforming puzzles, which is really awesome. And this game, you gotta remember, this game is a puzzle platformer. If you do not like puzzles, you're not gonna like Toad Treasure Tracker at all. But if you will take a chance into it like I do, you will love Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. It's a unique type of game because it's something different that we don't see from Nintendo a lot. Instead we see the normal platformers, the racers, and the brawlers, you know? But instead, it's nice to see that Nintendo actually gave us something else for a change. And that really helps it out a lot. There's, like I said, the game looks beautiful to boot. The music is actually outstanding. Like really good at times, like just a great Nintendo like music of being happy in this, and just like feeling good about the game overall. There's not really that many problems, like I said, with the game. Like I said, the UI feels a little cheap at times, and notifications on the gamepad while you're playing on the gamepad only does kind of get in the way of vision in the game, and it kind of pisses you off just a little bit. But like I said, it never hurts enough to really damage the actual experience, does it? No. And for its $40 price tag, it actually works well. And its length does not being hurt at all either. The game took me around 7 to 8 hours to beat its first 3 episodes. And not only that, like I said, if you got this game when it came out, if you played through it a lot, you will also get a bonus book where you'll play through Super Mario 3D World levels. And they also made change for the fact that in this Mario 3D World, you had to be jumping, platforming. But in this one, you don't have to. In this, instead, you are put into a situation where you don't have to jump. It's basically just you can use the gamepad to touch on platforms that you need, like mushrooms or certain objects. And it basically is more strategical. And I basically love that about Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, as it feels more like a puzzle game, and it feels something unique that we don't get from Nintendo that much very often anymore. You know. So that's what I really like about this game overall. Now, there's no co-op at all. There's no two-player, multiplayer, none of that. This is a single-player, down-to-the-core experience. However, there's no Miiverse, which kind of sucks. No Miiverse, like, talking. Basically, it involves you to be playing by yourself and learning, you know? And it's really fun to play. And, however, Nintendo did say there would be amiibo support coming. But there is no amiibo support as of right now, because I have certain awesome amiibos like Samus, Link, Yoshi, and a few more. But as of right now, Nintendo, there is no update for the amiibo as of right now, as of yet. I don't know when there will be an update for it. Hopefully it will come so I can actually use my 6 amiibo to actually have some fun with the game, you know? Wait, I have 6 or 5? I don't remember. Whatever. So let's just go over everything that we went over so far. Gameplay is mostly outstanding. However, it suffers from UI problems and sometimes notifications and stuff getting in front of the screen at times. Music is amazing. Graphically, it looks beautiful. And who knew a little mushroom guy named Toad looked as cute as ever? He's like some of the cutest characters ever. Gameplay is amazing. The value of this game, a $40 price tag game. However, I got it for $20. The $40 price tag is just perfect for the game because it's never one of those games where you regret buying it at a certain price tag. Nintendo actually thought of a smart idea to lower the price tag. That's good. I like that. So as of right now, I actually I really love Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. It's a great sleeper hit. It's a great little Nintendo game that no one saw coming. And I really want to see that more from Nintendo. I want to see more of those games that we don't see coming out amazing. Like, we know Mario Kart, and Smash Brothers and Zelda. They're going to be pitch perfect, close to perfect games, right? But I want to see something else. I want to see something that we haven't seen before. Something like Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, or like other games, like other little spin-offs of other characters, you know? Like the upcoming Yoshi's Woolly World that's coming to Wii U, or the new Kirby game, the Rainbow Curse that's coming to Wii U as well. They're not spin-offs; they have their own franchises, but it's something that we don't really see that often, and that's what I want to see more of. And I can't wait to see the new titles coming out in 2015. So the final verdict of Captain Toad Treasure Tracker is a solid, great recommendation of an 8.5 out of 10. It's a well-done game. It's well-polished, it's well-played, and guess what? It's a game that actually works when you play it. Like other games out there that kind of break or broken or bugs and issues with it, this game actually works when you play it. You know? And Smash Bros. As well. I mean, I think Smash Bros. Works well as well. Except for the problem. So overall, guys, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker is a must-buy. It's a great game. It's worth buying. And it's everyone picking up if you're a Nintendo fan. If you want to play something else other than Super Smash Brothers, Hyrule Warriors, Mario Kart, all those awesome games, Bayonetta 2 as well, pick up Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. You will not regret it. I recommend it. Alright? So I'll see you guys in the next video. Be my Go Team 7. Please like this video, comment below, subscribe. Also share this video. Also follow. Wait, I already said that. I don't know. I guess what I gotta say, guys. So bye, guys. See you later, and I'll see you in my next video. What it will be, I don't know. That's the best video. So bye.